to see what the fudge I look like for once. I look beat up. And that's okay. We're just gonna talk a little bit today, guys. How you been? I know it's been a while. Okay. Mm, what should we talk about today? I know what we're gonna talk about. I'm just kind of messing with y'all right now. Da 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 da. Okay. And that's how we going with it. I'm down. It's been a while since I've been live. So y'all have to y'all just deal with me for a little bit, all right? Hope you guys can hear me. I'm gonna figure out this live stuff as we go. I personally just wanted to get on here and powwow a little bit. It's been a long time since I've done this. So let's talk a little bit. All right. Let's talk pre. I also need to learn the words I can and can't say on YouTube now. I don't know the rules, so I'll see if I get banned for anything. I'll learn my lesson. Let's see how this works out. I am pre McGow. I am pre Donovan Sharp and his childish antics. I am pre Kevin Samuels and his common sense. Yeah, I thought y'all thought I was gonna go against Uncle Kev. See, the reason why I don't go against Uncle Kev is because he wanted black men with black women. He wanted black women to see what's popping, like what's really the odds are out here. Donovan Sharp he can't get it with a black woman if he try, because very much like other people before him, the Tony Sotomayor, I'm about to call him Kevin, the Tony Sotomayors and others like him. Man, you get a bit of a headache. Deep down in their heart, like maybe they tried a black girl back in the day. Look at this, I'm still from work. And then it just went downhill from there. And he just figured it's easier to just control white women and calls that masculine. Because, if he talks to a weak woman a certain way, he can get away with it. That's not manly at all. Matter of fact, there are other men in this world who will look upon that and just be like, the fuck what? Where did this go? No. I've been around for a minute, and so my wife had a stroke almost 4.5 years ago. It was a hemorrhagic stroke that really shook my family, messed up our money, our plans, a lot of things, the plans for children. A lot of things happened all at once. And I just kind of quietly exited the game as I was trying to build a little bit of steam. And then all these guys that hate women and all these women that believe we should believe all women showed up. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight, unfortunately. A buddy of mine. So let's just say I'm back. Let's try this. A buddy of mine, tall. He's a tall guy, pretty handsome, dark skin, more chestnutty, if you feel me, in the teeth, straight teeth. He Ooh, that old man creeping up on me. It's been a while. He asked, yo, Scott, I'm trying to be a little bit different. Because the world right now, don't mind me, I'm gonna be touching my face the whole time. Sorry, guys. It's just who I am. Asked me, hey Scott, do you know of any questions that I could ask a woman that will make me feel like I don't have to come home with a broken back from trying to carry the conversation the whole time, or or it make me look a little more fun, but keep a bit of mysteriousness. And I saw a guy, and I forgot his name. Let me see if I can find his name here. He was on TikTok, so instantly I was thinking these are questions I would ask because I'm a goofy guy. I'm not that serious. So on dates, I'll ask things that are just um, either extremely petty or annoying for me, and in a childish way, in a way where people will listen. Somebody will listen to me say it. It'll be funny. So I saw a video. I think his name is it Slim? Slick? I can't think. Is it Slim? No, it's not Slim. God, I wish I could remember his name. Oh, you know what? I might be able to. Give me a second here. Going live is fun. I see people waste a lot of time on it. Not me though. Not me. Mm,
Able to eat food off your own plate, or should I just go ahead and tell them to bring it all out on mine?
hold on. See if I can just find the guy altogether.
What are some good first date questions?
Are you able to eat food off your own plate, or should
Mm-hmm.
I just go ahead and tell them to bring it all out on mine? I mean, there have been other.
What are some good?
There have been other things.
What are some good first date?
Silk.
questions?
There you
Are
go.
you able?
Silk
What are
God.
some good first date questions?
And Silk, this guy, I guess he's ex-military, kind of bald-headed, pretty friendly guy, right? But his alter ego is this, let your hair flow, let your soul glow, Jerry Curl juice wearing womanizer. And it's just very good. So the questions he asks is like, yo, should I order everything all on one plate? Okay. Or can, or in, paraphrasing, or, can you should I do it in two plates? That way, you can eat your food. But if I get two plates, you can't pick off my plate, stuff like that. And, it broke down to like the final thing was like, if we don't make it, we don't see this going further anyway. Let's go ahead. Can I get my hoodie back? No, seriously, I want my fucking hoodie back. Now, I mentioned that, and when I mentioned it to him, it was around some women, and they vehemently, like, they were like, "Fuck that! You'll never get your fucking hoodie back." And I'm just like, "That's kind of cool." It was one of us said, "Man, yeah, if you ask nicely, I'll give you a hoodie. I'll give you a hoodie back. I won't want to." And then she was like, "But that's kind of clever question off the first date, because now you have an idea that I may want to get close enough to you to even have your hoodies. Scott, you're a clever man." I said, "Oh, I can't. It was Silk God." But it was great. The fact that he was like, "I'm trying to do something different, and let's see how it goes." Now, I'll give y'all an update on how that goes once he gets back to me and tells me how the date went. But he's been striking out quite a bit lately because, like a lot of you guys, he claims to be a good man. I mean, he might be. Bitch, I might be. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, because I don't really follow him. I think he's an upstanding guy, but I'm a guy, so how he treats me versus how he treats a woman is two different things. So, but his biggest fear is coming out here and like really trying to genuinely get a connection with somebody and show his like non-hood side. All of us grew in the hood or up around the hood, right? And let's show you that I'm responsible. I can pay bills. I have a 9 to 5. And a lot of times when he brings up that, his credit score is like a 750. He, has his own place. He's his car is paid off. He's busted his hump. He didn't go to the clubs, from like fucking 18 to 22 because he spent a lot of time just, working on himself, building up that value that you need to be a man. And he keeps getting that whole like pineapples. Nah, I'm good. And then later on, I'll go and meet up with him a little later, or I'll know somebody that know him or know her, the girl. They go, yo, what happened, man? I thought, I heard that was, Nah, he was boring. Like I knew in the first 5 minutes. Wait, what? This wasn't speed dating. Like, he still let you leave with the food? Y'all crazy. You couldn't go on a date with me and be like stale as fuck and think you're gonna have a late night snack, or you're gonna take the food to your kids, or you're gonna have food for him, another guy. Nah, we're gonna sit right there and eat that food together, baby. Nah, you don't need no bag. you don't need no doggy bag, no take home box. You good. So it's nervousness. I wanted to know if we speak about it today. Is this nervousness justified? Because even the conversations that I'm having, and I'm at work, and in my job, I am beside the boss, he's like the prime minister. He's the guy. Like he's kind of over the doctors too. Like he's, and then I'm the other guy, and both of us are black, totally different backgrounds. I think he's like Haitian. He gives a very great demeanor. I give a kind of sloppy, like I'm not interested in anything you have to fucking say until it's interesting for me, and then boop, I perk up. So some guys that came into work were work for like the programming that we use, and they're going to be there for the next 2 weeks. And so a lot of conversations come up about men and women relationships. And now I have a nurse practitioner with no butt. I know that's fucking rude. This is why I keep people out of like my podcasts and stuff like this. Like they're not for work. They're not because they're going to hate me and stuff like that. But I'm an honest person. Very beautiful face. That thing is cute. I haven't had a black nurse practitioner like in a while. Like a legit, like she actually knows shit. She's not barking orders. She hasn't been barking orders in a hospital for like 5-10 years and then put on the spot to actually treat somebody and doesn't know what she's doing. She's on fire, and I love her already. That's why I'm gonna pick at her. Sorry. She dresses very, very nice. Very nice. But as a man, you notice all those things, right? You just, hey, okay. Look, her teeth are small, right? All right, her teeth is straight. Okay. Her hair is good. Okay. You know what I'm saying? She got to lay the edges because they braid this. Beautiful. Okay. All right. She got some curves. Okay. Boom. And then that dog comes out of your last minute. You're just like, damn, what did I look? Like Dave Chappelle said, no cup. But y'all haven't seen me in a while. It's been a couple of years. What goes on here? If they find out about it at work, sorry, no disrespect. It's funny to me. That's all. So if you get a little offended, please don't. Or do. You don't have to listen to me. I'm nobody special. But with that all being said, I had to explain that to her because explain who this person is. You know what? Let me put it out there. Nobody at my job has a butt. I'm sorry. None of them. No butts. There's a lot of upper body. And I'm not talking about titties. It's just post-pregnancy laziness. There you go. There's some cuties there though, but there's a lot of like traumatized people. Like they've been through some shit. They're broken. You can hear it from the minute they spoke. Either they're just up to their neck in children, or they're like broken. And I sit there and observe and just, I listen to them in Spanish. Like they were surprised. They didn't know I could speak it a little bit enough to understand what's going on around me. So like I don't die. Um, and they're very engaging. Like, and so I just in a moment of weakness, I jumped into the conversation about men and women. And I told them off rip before we go forward. Kevin Samuels is my uncle. Letting you know that now. Umar Johnson is someone I listen to, but not all the time. And I'm telling y'all like this: I don't listen to anybody and put what they say. I don't follow them 100%. I take what is natural and I go about my business. So with that being said, no, it don't make sense for 100,000 women to try to go after that 1% guy. It makes no sense because none of y'all gonna get them. It makes Kevin Samuels said it best. High value man, you looking for 6'6" and 6? 6 feet tall, 6 foot dick, 6 figures. That guy most likely isn't going to want to settle down with you. Not that you're a bad person, lady. You could be a pretty wonderful woman. But the fact that he has options galore. Look, I got options, and I'm not even wealthy. I just got a decent personality. I'm an asshole, and I'm honest. And for some reason, women like honest assholes. You got a few options. Okay. Now, but a man of my caliber with 6 figures, my options would be limitless. So why would I settle down for one when we have the cream of the crop of women? Let me go. The cream of the crop, let's go specifically black women. The cream of the crop black women, right? And I'm talking about the ones that can cook, that do cook, do clean, has a side business that make money, probably works, has no problem as long as you're not cheating on her and treating her with respect. She's there. Now, those women who do that tend to get secured a bag. Where the confusing part is that maybe they're not telling other women that they do cook and clean. Because for some reason, this generation is listening. They're listening to, who is it, Cardi B? I don't cook, I don't clean, but something about getting a ring. Women, Cardi, people like celebrities are an anomaly. They don't go against the general rule. That's why there's so many super thoughts. I mean, Instagram models. Instagram models, they thrive off the simplification of men that boost their ego up to a point, or they live off daddy and mommy's money to bring them to a different world of status where they can have access to a Michael B. Jordan or a Russell Wilson after they're done fucking Future. For some reason, Future is fucking everybody, and nobody can deny it. So a woman came in that conversation. She jumps in, another woman, not the doc or whatever, or the nurse practitioner. The other, there's another black woman, and she was just like, I hate this. I hate when women say this. Well, sometimes, women got to go through a whole phase to figure out what they want to like. How long is the whole phase? Because my next door neighbor, nice lady, 4 kids, nice house. Pretty sure ex-husband pays for it. Cheated on husband. How do I know? She wouldn't shut up. She just kept talking. Yeah, we had a bad breakup. That's what, you cheated or something? He cheated? She hesitated, told me the truth. That's cool. Nice to meet you, neighbor. Whatever. 4 kids. Nice house. I live in a pretty nice house, too. No man, but she does, date a lot, she says. Maybe I'll ask her on the podcast one day. She seems pretty sensible. But she was just like, nah, I need somebody to match me. But here's the unequivocal truth. If you have spent a good portion of your life, women, her situation is rare because not only does she's 40, she's older than me, so she's like 40, 41, something like that. She's got 4 kids. Okay, the youngest is still there. And she's got a decent amount of money so that if the ex-husband decides to say, I'm done paying for your shit, it'll never be done because it's alimony. But but she makes a little bit of money coming from her. So normally what we're seeing are women that called into Kevin Samuels' show. That called in. These type of women were the ones that were physically 5s. My next door neighbor, she got a nice body. She banging, bro. From head to toe, that thing banging. You hear me? That thing bangs. It just, Jesus Christ. I know there's a huge dent in the bed at night. Whatever side she lays on, it's heavy. You feel me? So with her being blessed and she's black, her situation is a little different. She's not the one that's going to call into Kevin Samuels' show. No. The ones that are calling in are the ones who have, just dirty attitudes. She never mentioned about her being the prize. She's actually even remorseful that she did that to her husband. This lady next door, she would like somebody who was making the same amount of money as the man that she had, right? But she said it's not everything. And that's beautiful. I like to hear that. Women that called in on Kevin Samuels' show are like 5s in the body. You know what I'm saying? Weigh as much as me. I'm 320. You know what I'm saying? Not exactly the prettiest one in the face, but demanding the 6'6" and 6. And then some of them had the nerve to say when they do meet them, they're gonna be celibate. So really? Celibate? You're gonna try to sell me, make me wait for some used pussy. Like it don't go back into the freezer in the package and just tighten. It doesn't. It doesn't tighten back up in a fresh, safe sealed package. It comes out brand new because you waited 6 months to give me some. Go ahead and give me that pussy all ripped. Stop playing. There ain't no man that you're looking for that has 6 figures, got a 6-foot dick and 6 feet tall is not going to come in here and be like, oh, sure, I'll wait. How long? 6 months. Piece of cake. I can do that. Come on, darling. Let's go out to dinner. And then not want to get, come on. That nigga, yeah, he'll take you out, but he's fucking your friend. And so, but these are the type of women that, bad attitude. You know what I'm saying? They can be business savvy. That's good. But got, you over the hill and you got 11 kids. And then what's worse, one called in and said, okay, well, you have younger kids and you're a little bit older. When if he steps in and you want him to be the man, but it comes to reprimanding your children, where do you stand on that? Oh, no, he can't hit my kids. Let philosophy tell you something. Women, I'm beating your kid's ass. And here's how I'm going to do it. If you have to tell them something more than once, if you got to raise your voice in that house after you told those things once about something, I'm going to just silently get out my chair. Hey, where you going, baby? No. Just sit tight. Just sit tight. Find my switch on my belt and I'm going in and tail booties. I'm asserting dominance immediately. Now, they don't fuck up. They never got to, worry about it, But when it comes to reprimanding them for things with me, I'm stepdad. I'm a little more cool. Like, I got twin girls. They're 23 years old. I'm more lax when it came to me than when it did when the minute they disregard their mother, even now, like, I lose my shit. She's in the bed. She can't really walk right now. I blame Orlando Health. I don't care. They did not take care of her properly. I have video evidence of it. of them every day not putting on her gloves and her boots to keep her from having contractions and foot drop and stuff like that. But so now she needs their help more than ever as we're trying to build back up, right? So here we go. If they ever are taking way too long, I'm gonna bust their ass immediately. They disrespected their mama one time, I think. They didn't immediately go do what she told them to do. Probably like I met them when they were 12, right? So they're 23. So we're about what's that? 11 years in? Bet. So 11 years in. So about 3 years in, they started smelling themselves, right? Throw that ass the fuck up. I sure did. I don't play about your mom. Now, right? So if a man comes into your life and he does that and you catch an attitude, you're upset, you're trying to keep him from reprimanding the kids that he's now in charge of, he's paying for now, then he should leave. You don't want a man. You want a bitch that you can tell what to do and come give you some pussy and you control the pussy whenever you want. Now, let me be clear about something right now, because one of the biggest problems we're having in our community, black women, black men, is that we are getting captivated by the algorithm. Simply captivated. The algorithm plays on two things: our emotions to things, how we react to them, right? And what we find exciting as fuck. And since we're already a troubled people that don't like getting therapy, we love destruction. So what do we go online and like? Fights, twerking at ridiculous places with the worst of bodies, eating seafood in copious amounts of it, men and women hating each other. Like there are women calling black men and black male babies bullet bags. Like, and that was a thing even on this platform right here, and nothing was done about it. And we watched the shit, and it festers on Twitter because most of it's born on Twitter. Everything's born out of Twitter. Let's be real now. All the evil shit is born from Twitter. All right. And then it festers into other places like TikTok and YouTube. So we're captivated by this shit. And we swear the next thing is, oh, black women and black men are at war. Men ain't shit. Women ain't shit. That's why women don't do this. Listen, I'm going to say this once. I'm going to say this once, and I've said this once back before I got off YouTube. I'm going to say this one time. When I say women, I am not talking about yo ass. I'm not talking about yo ass. I'm not talking about yo ass. Okay? If you do not fit into the paradigm. So if you ain't overweight, 2+ kids with no baby daddies, no man, or you left your man, or you know what I'm saying, you got glue on your head every fucking day that's frying your fucking brain because you want to wear a wig, and you know, all the things that are considered partially ratchery. Okay. And you want a 6'6" kind of guy? Well, 6 feet tall, 6 foot dick, and 6 figures. I'm talking about you. But here's the thing, ladies. 80% of black men that are married to black women. So that means the other 20% of men that are married, or even the other 20% that are dating and looking, are the problem. Just like the other 20% of women who are out there are the problem. And here's the problem. Here's the deal. Here's the kicker. This is what the algorithm does. Promotes their bullshit. What's the bitch with she got a big head and a not a feminine body. And she used to be like, Desi. Oh God, she just said something stupid online, but you couldn't stop. Be Simone. Be fucking Simone. All right? You could not stop seeing what she said about Martin Luther King. She has the most annoying voice on the internet. She has the most broken body ever. She plagiarized almost everything she's ever written and got caught for it. Receipts are everywhere. Okay? And she's got the worst makeup setup ever. And now you can say the shit that comes out of her mouth. Because there was some, at one point, she was slapping the shit out of the women sometimes too. So I was like, okay, she goes on both sides. But then she went after Martin Luther King without proper information. When Mrs. King said he did not cheat. Okay. And went off what she heard and then and never corrected it. Calling it the best podcast alive. And I'm a guy who ignored the Kardashians. I'm that guy. I don't know how many episodes they had. I don't give a shit. If it ain't got something with a black man, so if Kanye does something, I may lean over. What the fuck did Kanye do? Oh, okay. All right. All right. Outside of that, I don't pay attention to stupid shit. But it was impossible to miss. Why? Because it was on TikTok. I run the streets in TikTok land. I am a TikTok man. You hear me? I don't fuck with Instagram like that no more. Don't give a shit. The only time I end up on Instagram, I'm going to tell you when I end up on Instagram. Where there's a thirst trap on TikTok that says click the links. Oh, yeah, I have one. Speaking about OnlyFans. I click there. It goes to the Instagram because they can't put the link on TikTok. It's on Instagram. And I click and I'll be like, do I want to pay these $5? Side note, ladies, if you have an OnlyFans, I'm not mad. I did porn when I was younger too. I had no problem. I'm a little jealous because if I knew that the world was not going to turn their back on me for doing that, I would have kept this shit up and kept my body up and be banking right now too. Helicopter world, woo. Anyway, so I don't care, but I do care about product. If you're saying your shit's worth $50 a fucking month, there better be more than just pictures on your shit. There should be a black fucking dick in your mouth, in all your holes at all times. All times. Can't go backwards anymore after you want to charge somebody $50. But I know we find out, side note, ladies and gentlemen, that you're just making a lot of money on their first time. They first did, oops, sorry, you already paid you $50. You already paid you $10, or you're $5. So I'm not scared to lose $10 to see if your shit's interesting. Then I go talk shit about you if it's not. I do. Don't give a fuck. But like, her shit was trash. She tried to take a picture and her eyes was both one eye went that way. Talking about, look, do you want me to touch you with these tits? Listen, but this is the shit. This is female empowerment, guys. This is female empowerment. That's what this is. That's what it is. So that's what I'm saying. But the internet, the algorithm draws our attention to just that. And it's the smallest, the 20% of men and women end up being the loudest on the internet. And that is not sexy at all. Because now it goes over and over and over and over. And then one person gets their heart broken by a bitch, or a bitch get her heart broken by some stupid dude. And now they're part of it. Oh my God, yeah, that's right. Kill those male baby bullet bags. And oh man, these women ain't nothing but bitches. And I've been a good guy my whole life. And why they don't get with niggas? Shut up. Letting y'all know right now, I hate both sides. Fuck them. Because I am too much of a man to not like women. I fucking love women. I would never go my own way. I would never take the red pill. But I ain't going to simplify myself. I think that word that y'all know I want to say, I'm just going to say simplify. I'm learning keywords like that, simplify and great. It's been a while. I've been on here in a minute, but I'm going to talk to you like I love you, like you're part of my family. Because in my family, we honest and mean, and we don't talk to each other after a while for being honest and mean. So with that being said, we're fed into this shit over and over and over and over. And that's all you see. Why? Because it's entertaining. You know what else is entertaining? Those little either South American or Middle fucking Eastern South African guys that make palaces and pools and shit underground with just a stick. That shit is, I can watch that shit for like 3-4 episodes. And them shits just be like 30 to 45 minutes a piece of just them an hour a piece, just building a house out of dirt, in the dirt, and then making a pool. Y'all see? I'm stuck on that shit. But I always end up drawing back to niggas and bitches ain't this. And I'm like, fuck. Why am I here? I know why. The algorithm knows that we love drama. And sex sells. Drama and sex. That's why you see that some of the dumbest people, right? And we can't call them really dumb because they know that they just put a little cleavage down there, ladies. Men, show your little V cut down here by your underwear, and somebody's gonna click on your link. You might get paid $5-10 a night. Let Uncle Scott get a hold of you. What this is? What this is? That's fine. Oh man, she turned sideways. Oh, but side note, I know I'm all over the place today, but this is stuff I talk about. If you didn't know, there's totally a way around fucking OnlyFans. Just get their tag name and Reddit that shit to death. Somebody's already found it, screenshot, downloaded it, and put that shit into the world. You ain't gotta pay for shit. Okay. And you see how toxic that was? Like I probably stole $5 out of somebody's pocket by doing that. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Yeah, whatever. But like I said, I fuck both sides. I'm not finna sit up here and cry. Don't get me wrong. I've been traumatized. I've been called ugly by some of the same girls, right? Like if I go up and look up like some of the girls that used to call me ugly and whatever, I just wasn't cool enough because I wasn't a thug. If I go back and I look at them, most of them are trash right now. Most of them are either single, even the ones that knew that the girls were doing wrong but didn't say nothing but still hung out with them, single. Got kids, fucked up, tried dating a white guy, that didn't work. And I relish it, just like I see some of these guys who used to be the shit in high school. Like these niggas got pussy in middle school. Like I didn't know my shit was working in middle school. That shit. Anyway, I mean, they woke up 6:30 in the morning in high school, showing up to class at 6:37 in the morning, ready to fuck. And they did. And meanwhile, I'm trying to get the boogers out my eyes and pass this goddamn test. And I see these guys, and now they're ass now. Like they work for like the county, like barely passed to become an electrician, maybe, but on a weak level where they can't work for themselves, or they do construction. I gotta figure out this mic a little bit better, guys. Sorry if the sound's gonna be a little bit distorted, but anyway, I'm back. I'm just letting you know I'm back, and I wanted to talk and let you know that fuck both sides because you're both fucking wrong. Okay, no, you're not. It's not believe all women. Fuck that. It's not Me Too. Fuck that. It's not McGow. Fuck that. It's not Donovan Sharp. Fuck him. It's might be Tommy Sotomayor. He's crept back in my good graces because he's got an opportunity to explain why he was so angry with these bedwenches, these type of women. But he was able to explain it in a way where it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, but you was going too hard. Fuck those guys. Anybody that's hating saying women ain't shit, fuck you. We know there's some ain't shit people in this world, period. But we always say a whole gender ain't shit because of some stupid decision we likely made. Y'all saw the red flags. We ain't stupid. We're supposed to be the smartest generation. We had technology at our fingertips. We know how to maneuver through the interwebs in a specific type of way. If I hit my head on this thing one more time, we know what to do, how to do. Techie is at our fingers. Listen, I can cash up you $600 in 2 seconds. Our predecessors, our parents couldn't do that shit, can barely understand the internet right now and how it all fucking works. And there were still thoughts there. We should be better than them. And we don't. We still make stupid decisions. And we do it because, like, we hide behind, well, I'm looking for love. No, you was looking to fuck. There's not a woman or a man alive that can convince me that the reason why they chose the person they chose and it failed wasn't because they weren't sexually attracted to them and just wanted to fuck and decided that they wanted to guise it and go with them under the guise that, hey, I think I can change that person, change him, change her, or make a hoe into a housewife or make an asshole into a man. You can't change a boy into a man. He's stuck that way. And we'll go into talking about why there's so many boys in this generation maybe another time, but I'm going to drop a little gem on it, and y'all know it, and the women hate this shit. But here's the deal. Most of us black men right now, black males in my generation, I know this personally, and this made one dude mad online a long time ago, and I would never fight him because he could probably fight and beat my ass. But I would shoot the shit out of him, so I would win. got mad. I'm single parents. Your mom. And my aunt done this before. I've seen my aunt do this with my cousin. And you wonder why he's all fucked up in the head a little bit now too? Beat this boy ass because he reminded her of his father, of her failure. They said, and this is true more than anything in the world, women control sex. We can't just grape y'all. We can't just get out there and just take it. We can't. We cannot grape. But what we can do is control the relationship afterwards. So no man can control sex. That's a whole woman thing. But in order to get married, that man controls whether you get married or not. Now you can influence that by being a great woman, right? You can, but ultimately he has to be like, okay, I love you enough to sign my life away to the government. I'm gonna get on one knee and embarrass myself with no dowry from your family whatsoever, and me not having anything but this little bit of money and probably stupidly saving up 3 months worth of savings of my paycheck to buy you a rock that doesn't mean shit. And my balls are going to be in your hands for the rest of my life until death do we part. And you see why a lot of men are now poly as well. So these boys are single now. They're out and they don't know how to treat a woman properly that deserves it. Even if they deserve it, they don't know how to treat her properly. And it's partially their fault, right? They should be old enough to learn. You know, I can think of one person who's had like single mom or didn't have his dad. I think LeBron James, but he's an anomaly. Most of the time, these guys end up being really effeminate in the ways that they can hide it. Meaning, if you smudge their Puma, they're ready to fight. It's the end of the world. Fuck you, just that and the third. They're mad emotional. They're very petty now. Not petty to be funny. I'm petty to be funny. I just think it's hilarious if I be petty a little bit. But they're genuinely petty because it's something they learned from their mom being very, very feminine. And ladies, you're raising these boys to do this because you think that you can do this without a male figure. And some do. Few do, right? And and man, you don't get to get away with this. No. I think it should be mandatory that if it's a boy and you can't stand the mama no more and you trying to dip and all this other shit, you got to bring that little nigga with you. You got to. It should be law to take the boys with you. You cannot, because you need to learn how to raise the boy. That means you have to grow up fast and be a man. You can't just be bringing all kinds of hoes around them anymore. You got to teach them how to be a man. And you may not know how to be a man, right? Because my generation, and I've seen it, I was the only one out of 10 of the people that I considered associates or friends that had a dad. They all came to my house and were dummy respectful because my dad was there with his manly voice and his ways. And man, he'd take us all out because it was cool to hang out with Mr. Scott. Yes, that was my dad's name as well. Like that changed them. Some of them really come back and say, man, I remember Mr. Scott, man. Man, I could have been in a bad place if it wasn't for him. Da 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 da. Man, I wish I had my dad like that. Wish my dad was. Niggas who had dads wish I had a dad. So, you know, they had a dad that I did, right? That influence, that male influence is powerful, boys. So until you start acting like men, I'm not going to call you a man. I'll be like, that little boy over there, and I've done it. Grown ass 30-something, 40-year-old man now want to fight me because he ain't got a car at 40. He got to rely on his baby mama or some girl he with now that's rough to look at. Voice is horrible because he be smoking ports. Like his life is shitty right now. He mad at me because I'm telling the truth of what happened. And that leads me to the biggest no that ends up happening with men. Women, you get away with a lot of things. Okay. You can do things that to you is not a big deal. So when you tell that son of yours that he comes home sad because he got slapped by little JC or little Timmy or little Sarah or anything like that, and you tell him he need to go back to that school and slap them back. Nobody hits my kid. Y'all forget the implications. Y'all forgot that he's a boy and he can't do that. He can't. And once he does it, once you tell him it's okay, especially to hit a woman, he's going to think it's okay forever to hit a woman for the smallest things. And that's what creates women beaters. It does. One of the ways, one of the major ways, anyway. You want a woman beater? Tell him at a little age that when little Sarah stole his little toy truck in kindergarten, that it's okay for him to slap her, to hit her back. Okay. Instead of you being the parent and bringing down the justice on the school, you send that kid back to school to hit from ages kindergarten up to fucking 12th grade. And you want around now. He oh God. He's slapping little everybody upside the head fighting, and then sees nothing wrong with that. Men, you not being there is the catalyst. Is the catalyst that turns boys into fucking murderers, fucking undisciplined boys and undisciplined women turn into undisciplined women who don't want to be held accountable or responsible, and turns undisciplined boys into men that go to jail. Especially in the black community. This is a real thing. Y'all thought I was gonna bullshit y'all today. I told you I'm fucking up everybody. The whole game catching it. Women, men. For men, if you have to leave that bitch, take your son with you. And then make sure you get 4 days. Your life is over. I need you to understand that. A big thing that because you're still a boy and you're thinking in a boy's mindset, is that man, once I'm away from this bitch, I can do what I want. No, motherfucker, you should spend every fucking waking moment trying to teach that boy how to be a man, and you reading and figuring out how to do it your goddamn self. That's your job. That boy needs that. And now you want to be a fuck nigga on the side. Go out, fuck every bitch, and then be like, go see my son. Let me go see my son. No, my son is at home with me. He's gonna go see his mother. That's how that works. That's how it's supposed. That's what a man fucking does. I don't understand why, but again, my generation was filled with a bunch of where dads weren't there because crack cocaine, military killed them. Oliver North and Ronald Reagan killed them because drugs, guns, whatever, right? Take them out of the game altogether. And then welfare. Yeah, welfare. So you have this generation, us as men, this generation, we have a responsibility to do our damnedest to make sure our boy is right next to us all the time. Son, where you at? Come here. Let me holler at you. What's going on? Let me talk to you. It's okay. It's all right to cry, nigga. Go ahead. Let that shit out. Let's take a deep breath and let's break it down. Let's talk. All right? We need that shit. It's okay to be therapeutic to your son. Boys, I'm going in on you right now because y'all ain't men yet. Because I know a lot of you fuck niggas left your son with the mother instead of just being responsible. Sorry, if I had a little girl, I'd be like, Daddy will come see you. And I will be there 15 minutes early every time it's time for me to see my daughter. But she needs a mom. She needs to learn feminine things. And I'm going to say cooking and cleaning is one of them because you see what happened to this generation. Women, now generation who can't cook, who can't clean because y'all deemed it slavery work, are not getting picked up by these men. And now y'all mad because some of these men, again, are effeminate and they see, well, shit, I grew up with that. I don't want that shit. And then the men who are actually men are like, nah, that ain't how mama used to do it. I don't want that. If you can't hit mama level, at least, keeping the house clean, keeping food getting, and I step in there and I grill and I cook and stuff every once in a while. If you can't do that, we don't want you. We don't. And the ones that do, they're simple. And we know it. And I can see a simple man from afar away. I bet you that lady at work that came in and trained, her man simple as shit. I know it. Oh, God damn it. Let's fight. Let's fight, nigga. I know it for a fact. I know it. So, how you like me now? How you feel about this shit? You're not liking the podcast? You will, I promise. Because, I pick one day to, just bash men, and then I pick another day to bash women. And I'm bashing. Yes, I am bashing. Because some of y'all had never had to, and this is why y'all hate Kevin Samuels so much. You never had to be held accountable. And you never had an answer to these questions, and we don't let you change the subject. Women, light your ass up. Men, take your ass whooping too, because we can learn and we can do better, especially with the men and women in the Black community. So I'm gonna let y'all have this shit, and I don't give a fuck what none of y'all do. I don't. YouTube can take my videos down. I'll go somewhere else. But as long as I'm good, as long as I'm here, we gravy, baby. Anyway, I gotta go do some manly shit and kiss up on my wife, rub her feet, stuff like that. And then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna talk to y'all. And probably give y'all some relationship advice. Cause I've been with mine since 2010. I'm blind. 12 years. Been married since 2015. Only got to experience the fullness of the marriage for 2 years because she had a stroke. But I can help you guys out. And I'm gonna be mean. I'm not gonna be easy at all. I wasn't easy back then, and that's probably why my page was so slow. But maybe I should have been meaner and then just come out and bust all of y'all in the ass, and then I'd be on some Kevin Samuels level stuff. But that's okay. Anyway, we're gonna do a live maybe once a week and try to do a couple podcasts, 15-minute quick things. I do stuff in my car all the time. I'm just changing up the game a little bit. I'm not natural. Anyway, this is your boy Philosophy Panther. All right. I don't have a sign-off code. I don't have an HBO special. I don't have a I'm clowning guys because the HBO Help a Brother Out guy, that's just fucking hilarious to me. And I clicked that bitch. Yes, like that was clever. Like. So like, subscribe, share, talk shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. But I'm doing it from the heart. I'm just weird. All right, let me get out of here. Good night. Yo, these people gonna fucking hate me, man. Oh God. Oh God.